the world.
Well, hello, fam. How y'all doing? This is Coach Joe coming with you for another take on a subject that's real tough to talk about, that many of us know about and many of us don't. AAU basketball and what that's really about behind the scene, or behind the desktop, as I like to say. We're going to talk today on DJ's a raw, uncut truth, new media. We're going to talk about today, I'm going to share with you guys my views, some of my experiences with the AAU world, and how it affects our people, how it affects the young people, how it affects the core of our community. See, the AAU is an organization that supports and promotes young people playing sports. And I'm talking about AAU basketball right now. I'm talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of the AAU system. Now, I want to first start off by talking about the good. The good is that it gives kids from the inner city, kids from the suburbs, kids who don't normally have an opportunity to meet new people, to travel, to have an experience of something that they normally don't have in their own local areas. You know, these AAU teams, they pick certain kids from certain areas, and you know, they bring them together, and then they travel around different places in the country to play basketball tournaments. Okay, against some of these other kids that are doing the exact same things in their cities. Los Angeles, where I'm from, you know, there are a number of traveling teams here, and I've been a part of a few of them. And so what I want to talk about here is that good of a part of it is giving kids an exposure, giving them a chance to have some experiences in life that they haven't had before, which is traveling around different places, playing basketball, having fun, being away from home for the first time for many of these kids. So it's a good thing for many of the kids, because many of the kids most of the kids are not going to make it to professional basketball, and some of them will make it to college, but some of them, you know, this will be their last stop, you know. High school basketball, high school AAU basketball. So, you know, so that's the good in it, some of the good in it. Some of the bad in it are things like things like the position that the shoe companies play in this whole game, and the colleges play in this whole game. See, there's a game that's being played on that level that many parents and many kids that are participating in this don't know about. See, and that's the bad of this, which is they think that they're just about playing and having a good time and traveling around the country having experiences, when really the idea behind all of this investment is for the shoe companies, in cahoots with the colleges and many of the high school entities, are really trying to find the next LeBron, next Kobe, next KG, next Kevin Durant. And they know that they don't produce these kids. They know that. They know they don't produce these kids. See, but they want what they have. They want to be able to use what they have, control what they have, which is their talent. And that talent, which translates into fans, into them becoming influencers. That's what this is about. See, They want them to sell their products. They want them to sell the product of the NBA. They want them to sell the product of Nike or Adidas, one of these shoe companies. Okay, and the shoe companies, they're looking for, again, they're looking to see how they could subvert the natural process without putting the work in to benefit off of somebody else's labor. And that labor I'm talking about are the grassroots coaches all over this country, many of them in the inner city, that work with kids and been working with kids starting when they were little, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, raising them up, teaching them to get the game, only to be replaced as they matriculate and as they go up in levels. See, if the coaches don't play the game with the shoe companies and the colleges, they replace them. Like I've seen them do many times. See, they'll replace them. See, what they do is they want the coaches to play along with it. See, the high school coaches to go along with it, the AAU coaches to go along with it. And if they don't go along with them, like one of the brothers here in Los Angeles sued one of the Nike, because they were lowballing him apparently for his contract for his traveling team. They wanted to give him less than they gave the white coaches. See, and then the illusion that the college coaches play, okay, and the society at large around it, is that these college coaches are so great and they're producing all these players and yada yada yada. Nonsense. The best players that end up going to college through this AAU system, they spend 1 year in college. Ain't nowhere in the world Mike Krzyzewski's gonna convince me that Kyrie playing 11 games at Duke and then being the number 1 pick and becoming this dude that he is, that he's responsible for it. See, they don't want to give credit to the grassroots coaches, the coaches in the neighborhoods who teach these kids fundamentals, who help them from the acorn to the mighty oak. They don't want to give them credit. They don't want to talk about them in any way that their contributions are important. They don't like that. See? So what they do is they feed them resources if they play ball, shoes and socks and all of the apparel and everything, plus travel money for the hotels and all of that kind of stuff, and then stipend money and other stuff. See, they don't care if they have to pay for 100, 200 kids if they can get that one Kobe, if they can get that one Durant, if they can get that one LeBron James. See, that's what this is about. And that's why LeVar Ball is so big and what he did by not allowing them to use his kids in that way. And that's why they're so angry at him. See, he said, I taught my children, see, how to be ball players, how to be their best. I trained them. But yet you want to come along after the cake has been baked, and then you want to do what? Take credit for it. Say you did it because you put the icing on it. Well, icing is not the cake. See, and we know this. And see, the ugly is that it destroys communities, destroys grassroots coaches, destroys grassroots organizations that don't play ball, because they have this whole infrastructure to support them in their efforts to do what? To take our boys, to take our girls and use them. See, to use them as long as they possibly can and then discard them. I see Zion had one opportunity, came in the league, one opportunity, boy. They snatched him up quick, $75 million. Now you with Nike. So guess what? You don't get to talk unless they want you to talk. You don't get to do anything unless they say that you can do it, because you're under contract. That contract is a compliance contract. It means you're going to go along. See, LaMelo, when he signed that $100 million deal with Puma, he already understood from his dad and from Lonzo and from what had happened with Big Baller that I need to have some partnership with Puma. So that's why he created the LaFrance company, which is his. to partner with Puma because he understands the importance of that. So that's what we're going to talk about, I think, tonight on tonight's show, on one of the shows. So I just wanted to just share this little take with you guys and let you guys know that this is not what it appears to be. It's a diabolical, horrible thing that has destroyed so many people, so many of our people. See, that's what this is about. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys sooner. Don't forget to subscribe to DJ's Raw Uncut Truth. Nation United. Take care. Peace and blessings.